Hello, all. Welcome to yet another set of episodes under the same title, the Human Condition. Today, we'll talk about karma and its definition. Let's say its definition as a ballpark definition, as a very general definition, which is what goes around comes around. All of us have become so busy in our lives today that we've completely forgotten, or yeah, I guess forgotten is the right word, as to how we treat people, how we go about our day to day lives. How do we, encounter an incident and how do we react to that incident? How much damage are we actually doing to ourselves and to the people around us by our actions? This is what is called as karma. Karma comes from the word karam. Karam means to do, your actions. We may not realize this, but we are very much responsible for our actions. And in a lot of religions, they always say, be careful what you do and be careful how you react towards others and towards yourself as well. When we are in an office, whenever we are in an office, in a workspace, or even at home, on the road, when you're driving, when you're riding, there have been many instances where we tend to be slightly abusive verbally, sometimes violent physically. Now, the law of karma states that whatever you do will come back to you. God forbid if it comes back sevenfold. God forbid if it comes back even twice that. So, how does one be conscious about what this, as to how does one control what he or she does? The first thing that I would suggest is to be very aware of what's happening around you and how you react to a situation. If you're a manager or a general manager, sometimes it's very common to look down upon your employees, and sometimes even say, utter a wayward comment or throw a wayward comment or utter such phrases and words which are very derogatory, which might hurt the other person. You may not realize this, but in the garb of doing that, something may happen to you which you're not, prepared for. Karma is not something to be joked around with. It is very real, and its repercussions are harsh. But when I say repercussions are harsh, that is only if you do something bad. If you do something good, only good will prevail. But sometimes a lot of people say, I keep doing good, but then why do bad things happen to me? I think it's probably because you advertised the good things that you did. Many times you have the saying in many books, in many religious books, that if ever you help someone, may your left hand never know what your right hand is doing. But unfortunately, after we do something to someone, both the hands come together, hold a mic, and use a broadcasting system to tell everybody how good we were. Believe it or not, that's bad karma. I understand we live in a very tense world today. I understand the pressures that everyone goes through. But that does not give you the right to make someone else's life miserable. It does not. Sometimes you may get people who are very understanding towards you, you know, and it's your thought process or your mindset would be like, yeah, I mean, they're good to me because I was good to someone. Again, you're advertising what you did. If they are good to you, it should be again in your nature to reciprocate that good. Even lying is bad karma. Making false promises is bad karma. I'll give you a very small example. When you tell someone, yeah, you know what, I'll call you in 5 minutes. I know the world's busy. I know it's a very busy world today. But even if you can't call in 5 minutes, at least drop in a message saying that you'll be late. If you look at there's one episode of mine in which, I mean, there's a program which I do which is called storytelling. It's about the man who lived on the street and how a rich man had once said that I'll help you. And you'll understand what I'm talking about, good karma and bad karma, if you go back to that one little episode of mine of storytelling. You'll have a brief idea. And you'll also see that sometimes even when you say something to someone, sometimes that person might believe it. You might think, yes, this person is going to help me. So my days might get better. What if the other person forgot? That too is counted in the circle of karma. Now I'll speak about good deeds and bad deeds in a little more detail in episode number 2.